Hi everybody, it's Dave Dunbar at General Pipe Cleaners. I'm here today with Dave Wintruba, who's our jetter specialist in customer service here at General. Any questions that come in about the JM 1450, for example, our electric jetter, you are the one that handles those, right?
That's correct.
What kind of issues come up? Do people, if they have a problem with this, what kind of problems do they have?
The most, on all the calls, it's either fluctuating pressure or no pressure at all.
Okay.
Okay. This is the 1450. It's
Right.
2 gallons a minute.
Right.
Or 1.5.
Yeah.
So the first thing you have to do on here before anything, look around, make sure you do have enough water supply.
Okay.
Okay. Hook your hose up. I mean, you should. Everybody has at least
2 gallons is not a high bar to pass, right? Yeah.
So after you hook it up, make sure you have no leaks. None of the hoses are leaking. None of the fittings are leaking. Now, if none of that's working, there's a thermal valve right here on the side of the pump.
Okay.
Now, if that's leaking, that's your whole problem.
I see.
Because what happens is if they're down the line, they shut the water off going into the hose down the line, but they leave the pump run.
Okay. All right.
Okay, then what happens is it goes into bypass.
Okay.
So when it goes into bypass, what that does is a little bit of water circulates through the pump.
Right.
Okay. That thermal valve is designed to trip at 140 degrees.
I see.
So if they leave that run with no water coming out of the hose when you let it run in the motor, what's going to happen after about 5 minutes, it's going to trip that. Once that trips, you have to replace it.
Okay. And that will leak and that will cause a reduction in pressure.
That'll cause all your problems. You will not. Any leaks, whether it's a hose, a fitting, or the thermal valve, will cause you to either fluctuate or no pressure.
Okay. So let's say somebody takes a look and they don't notice any leaks and the thermal valve is in good shape. Everything seems to be going well. What would be the next thing you'd ask?
Well, they would have to go and we have a video on how to check the unloader and how to replace it. They can revert to that to look to see how they can check the unloader.
Okay.
Because most likely it would be. And if the thermal valve's not leaking, it's most likely the unloader.
Okay. Could it be the nozzles also?
Oh, also, yeah, you want to check your nozzles.
How would you do that?
What
do you
want to
recommend
do? What I do is I tell the people, take a nozzle that they rarely use, because they always use mostly one the same, the forward jet with the 3 back.
Yeah, right.
All right. So what I tell them to do, get a nozzle out of their kit that they rarely use, put that on there and see if that's it. Because if they get one hole blocked, it'll cause especially up and down. Or sometimes if they use the nozzle over and over and over for a year or two or whatever, it actually wears the hole open a little bit. So that's why you want to try another nozzle.
Pressure goes down then.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. So anything else that usually comes up on a regular basis for the 1450?
Just other than the, and also what you have to do, you might get a trip, is you got to keep this at 1500 PSI. And it'll draw 13 amps.
Right.
If you crank it up any higher, it starts it'll give you the pressure 2000 PSI, but then it's also going to draw 25 to 30 amps, and then it'll trip circuits.
So that's another issue.
That's a whole other issue.
Another issue. Okay.
But as far as anything, no leaks, thermo, the main thing is water leaking. If you have any type of leak, you're going to lose pressure.
Okay. Well, great. Thank you very much. It's been very informative. And if you have any other questions, feel free to call 800-245-6200, call customer service, or go to our website, drainbrain.com. Thanks a lot.